My girlfriend said sarcastically that she was no longer attracted to me and that she needed a man with a strong personality. I calmly replied that I understood, and then quietly accepted the promotion she wanted her new boyfriend to get. A few days later, when I was sitting in the corner office in my new position, she suddenly appeared. The moment she saw me there, her face went completely pale. I am Ethan, 32 years old. I have been a senior procurement specialist at Harrington Industries for the past 6 years. Not glamorous, I know. People hear procurement and their eyes glaze over. But here is the thing. I am the guy who negotiates million-dollar contracts. I am the one who saved the company $4.3 million last quarter by renegotiating our steel imports. I do not make noise. I do not show off. I just get things done. And maybe that was the problem. 3 years ago, I met Lauren. She worked in marketing, bright, ambitious. The kind of woman who could walk into a room and own it within minutes. We clicked immediately. She liked that I was stable, reliable. She told me once early on that she was tired of dating overgrown frat boys who couldn't balance a checkbook. I thought that meant she valued what I brought to the table. Turns out stable gets boring. It was a Tuesday evening, October 17th. We were at her apartment in downtown Seattle. I brought Thai takeout, her favorite. She barely touched it. "We need to talk," she said, those 4 words. I set down my fork. "Okay. What is up?" She looked at me for a long moment, and I could see something in her eyes I had never seen before. Not sadness, not even guilt, just distance. "I am not attracted to you anymore, Ethan." I blinked. "What?" "I need someone with a stronger personality, someone who takes charge. You are too passive, too comfortable." The way she said it, so matter-of-fact, like she was ordering coffee, hit me harder than any screaming match would have. "Lauren, where is this coming from?" She sighed like I was being difficult. "I have been seeing someone else. His name is Tyler. He works in business development. He is different, confident, driven." Tyler Chun. I knew exactly who he was. Young guy, maybe 28. Always wore designer suits that probably cost more than my car payment. The kind of person who laughed too loud at his own jokes in meetings. "How long?" I asked. 2 months. 2 months. I thought about the last 2 months. The nights she said she was working late. The weekend she went to visit her sister. "So this is it. You are breaking up with me for Tyler." "Yes," she said simply. "I am sorry, Ethan. I really am. But I need more than what you can give me." This is often called hypergamy. Shutterstock seeking a partner of higher status or perceived value. She didn't just want to leave, she wanted to upgrade. I sat there looking at the woman I had planned a future with. We talked about buying a house together, about getting a dog, and she had been cheating on me for 2 months. Here is the thing about me. I do not explode. I do not throw things or yell. My dad used to say I had ice in my veins, so I just nodded. "I understand," I said quietly. "I hope it works out for you." She looked almost surprised. Maybe she expected me to beg. Maybe she wanted drama. "That is it?" she asked. "What else is there to say? You have made your choice. I respect that." I stood up, grabbed my jacket, and walked to the door. My hand was on the handle when she spoke again. "Ethan," I turned. "Tyler is up for a big promotion, Director of Strategic Procurement. Once he gets it, everything is going to change for us. He will be making real money. We will have a real future." I nodded slowly. Good for him. I left that night and didn't look back. Update 1. The proposal. The next morning, I got a call from Ellen Vasquez, our VP of Operations. Ellen was one of those rare executives who actually gave a damn about the people under her. "Ethan, you got a minute?" she asked. "Can you come up to my office? Now, if possible." When I got there, she gestured to a chair. "I am going to cut to the chase," she said. "We are creating a new position. Director of Strategic Procurement, corner office. 180,000 base salary, plus performance bonuses, direct report to me, and a seat in executive planning meetings." I sat there processing. "The role is between you and Tyler Chun," she continued. "Tyler has been pushing hard for it. He has got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. His uncle plays golf with 2 board members. But between you and me, Ethan, your numbers speak for themselves. You have earned this 10 times over. Tyler, of course. The promotion Lauren had mentioned. There is a catch, Ellen said, leaning forward. The board wants a decision by Friday. Tyler is already preparing his pitch. I heard he has got a whole presentation with graphics and everything. If you want this, you need to make your case. I cannot just hand it to you, even though I would like to. You need to show the board why you are the right choice. I thought about Lauren, about how she told me Tyler was going places, how she had mentioned weeks ago that he was up for a huge promotion and that it would change everything. This was that promotion. I am interested, I said. Good, get me a proposal by Thursday. Show me why you are the right choice. And Ethan, do not hold back. This is your moment to show them what you are capable of. I spent the next 2 days working on that proposal. I came in early, stayed late, worked through lunch. Not just numbers, though I had plenty of those. I outlined a complete restructuring of our supply chain, identified 12 million in potential savings over the next 18 months, and presented a 5-year strategic plan that would position us ahead of our 3 biggest competitors. Wednesday night, I was still in the office at 11 p.m. when the cleaning crew came through. You okay, Mr. Park? Maria, one of the cleaners, asked. Just finishing up something important, I said. Thursday afternoon, I walked into Ellen's office and handed her a 40-page document bound and professional. She flipped through it, eyebrows raising with each page. Ethan, this is exceptional. This is beyond what I expected. Thank you. No, I mean it. This is executive-level thinking. You have thought of things our current leadership hasn't even considered. I will present it to the board tomorrow morning. Tyler is presenting at 9 a.m. You are at 10:30. Friday came and went. I didn't hear anything. Saturday morning, I was on my second cup of coffee when Ellen called at 8:47 a.m. Congratulations, Director Park. The board was unanimous. They said Tyler's presentation was fine, but yours was transformative. You start Monday. I sat down on my couch, phone still to my ear. Thank you, Ellen. You have earned this. See you Monday. I started Monday, October 30th. The corner office was on the 12th floor with windows on 2 sides overlooking downtown Seattle. I had an assistant, now Patricia. The nameplate on my desk read, Ethan Park, Director of Strategic Procurement. I spent the morning in meetings, getting briefed by Ellen, meeting my new team, 7 people who would now report to me. At 3:47 p.m. Patricia knocked. Someone here to see you, a Lauren Mitchell. She says it is personal. My hand froze on a folder. Send her in. Lauren walked in wearing a navy dress and heels, carrying her usual designer bag. She stopped 3 feet into the office, staring at the nameplate on my desk, then at me sitting behind it, then back at the nameplate. All color drained from her face. Ethan? Lauren, I kept my voice neutral, professional. What can I do for you? You got the promotion. I did. She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. But Tyler said, he told me it was basically his, that it was just a formality, that his presentation was amazing and the board loved him. I leaned back in my chair. Apparently not. When did this happen? The board decided Friday morning. I started today. Her hands trembled slightly. Does Tyler know? I assume Ellen told him Friday afternoon. She looked like she might be sick. This was his shot, Ethan. He has been planning for this for months. He told me once he got this position we could move in together, that he would finally be making real money, that we could take that trip to Europe he promised. And there it was, the real reason she had left me. I see, I said quietly. She looked at me and I saw something like panic in her eyes. Ethan, listen, I think maybe we were hasty. I was confused. I didn't know what I wanted, but seeing you here, seeing how you have stepped up. Stop. The word came out harder than I intended. She flinched. Lauren, you were very clear 2 weeks ago. You need someone with a stronger personality. Someone driven. Someone confident. Someone who takes charge. I respect that. I hope you and Tyler are very happy together. But Ethan, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. Patricia can show you out. She stood there another moment, tears forming in her eyes. You have changed. No, I said. I just stopped being someone I wasn't. Patricia appeared in the doorway. Lauren grabbed her bag and left without another word. If you think success is the best revenge, hit the subscribe button. We talk about leveling up here on Story Sparks. Update 2, the confrontation. That afternoon at 4:32 p.m. Tyler came to my office. No knock, just walked right in, face red, jaw clenched. "We need to talk," he said. "Close the door." He did, then turned to face me. "You stole my promotion." I kept my voice level. "I earned a position I was qualified for, just like you had the opportunity to do." His face reddened further. "You knew I was up for this. You knew what it meant for me and Lauren. You did this to get back at me." "Actually, I didn't know what it meant for you and Lauren until about 2 hours ago. When Lauren herself told me you were counting on this promotion to afford moving in together and taking her to Europe." That stopped him. His expression shifted. She told you that?" "She did. Right before she suggested that maybe we had been hasty about breaking up. That maybe seeing me here made her realize she had made a mistake." Tyler's face went from red to pale. "What are you saying?" I stood up, walked to the window, looked out at the city. "I am saying that your girlfriend showed up at my office today, saw that I got the position you wanted, and immediately started backpedaling on our breakup. She literally cried and told me I had changed and that we had been hasty. Draw your own conclusions." "You are lying." I turned to face him. "Am I? Call her. Ask her where she was at 3:47 this afternoon. Ask her what she said to me." He stared at me for a long moment, breathing hard. Then he pulled out his phone and walked out of my office. I heard him in the hallway. "Lauren, where are you? Did you go see Ethan today?" The door closed. I couldn't hear the rest. Patricia appeared in the doorway looking concerned. "Everything okay?" "Fine, just a difficult conversation." "That was Tyler Chun, wasn't he? The one who was up for your position?" "It was," she nodded knowingly. "Office gossip says he has been telling everyone he got cheated, that his uncle and friends on the board were promised he would get it. People will say what they want to say." "Well, for what it is worth, I worked with the last director for 8 years. You are already better than he ever was, and that is after one day." The rest of the day was productive. I left at 7:15 p.m. exhausted but satisfied. At 8:47 p.m. my personal phone buzzed. "Lauren. Tyler broke up with me. Lauren, he said I am a gold digger. Lauren, he called me things I won't repeat here. Lauren, he says I used him. Lauren, this is your fault, Ethan. Lauren, you ruined everything. Lauren, I hope you are happy." I stared at those messages for a full minute sitting in my new house. A rental, but still a place that was mine. Then I typed one response. "Me, I didn't ruin anything. You made your choices. So did Tyler. So did I. Good luck, Lauren." Then I blocked her number. Update 3. The investigation. November rolled around quietly. I settled into the new role. By mid-November, we had exceeded our quarterly targets by 23%. The board was impressed. They were talking about fast-tracking me for VP consideration next year. Then on November 16th, Patricia told me there was someone from HR waiting in the conference room. My stomach dropped. It was Brenda Walsh, head of HR. She looked uncomfortable. "Ethan, I need to talk to you about a complaint." "Okay." "Lauren Mitchell filed a formal complaint alleging that you used your position to interfere with Tyler Chun's career opportunities, that you created a hostile work environment, and that you are abusing your authority to settle personal scores." I sat back, keeping my face neutral even though anger was building in my chest. This is a tactic known as DARVO. Deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. She was trying to weaponize HR against me. That is quite an accusation. We have to take these things seriously. Can you tell me your side? I spent 20 minutes walking her through everything. The breakup on October 17th. The timeline of the promotion. Ellen approaching me on October 18th before I even knew Lauren was with Tyler. Lauren showing up at my office uninvited on October 30th. Tyler's confrontation the same day. I left nothing out. I showed her the text messages from Lauren before I had blocked her. Brenda took notes carefully. And you have no current contact with Lauren. I blocked her number on October 30th. The only time I saw her was when she came to my office uninvited. I haven't sought her out, haven't contacted her. And Tyler, he reports to marketing. I have zero influence over his department. We do not even work on the same floor. Brenda nodded slowly. Okay, we will investigate fully, but between you and me, Ethan, this sounds personal, not professional. The next 2 days were tense. I kept working, kept my head down. On November 18th, Brenda came back to my office. The complaint has been dismissed, she said. We interviewed Tyler, Ellen, and the board members. There is no evidence of any misconduct. In fact, Ellen showed us both proposals. Yours and Tyler is. Yours was substantially more comprehensive. Relief washed over me. Thank you. There is more, Brenda continued. Tyler admitted in his interview that he had told Lauren the promotion was basically his before the board had decided anything. He also admitted that Lauren came to see you after finding out you got the position. And Lauren's story changed 3 times during her interview. First, she said you had harassed her. Then she said you had interfered with Tyler's career. Then she admitted she had gone to see you but claimed it was just to clear the air. What happens now? She has been advised that filing false complaints can result in termination. Her manager is not happy. The personal drama is affecting the marketing division. Final update: the real promotion. It has been 4 months now. February 14th actually. Tyler left Harrington Industries in December. According to office gossip, he took a position at a competitor for about $15,000 less but wanted a fresh start. Cannot say I blame him. Lauren transferred to our Portland office in January. She requested it, saying she needed a change of scenery. We have had zero contact since I blocked her number. As for me, I am doing better than I ever imagined. Ellen promoted me again last month. VP of Strategic Operations. I am now overseeing procurement, logistics, and supply chain across all North American divisions. My salary nearly doubled from where I started. I bought a house in Bellevue with a view of Lake Washington. Not a rental, a real house, but more than the money, I am respected. My team trusts me. The executive board actually listens when I speak. And here is the ironic part. The part that keeps me up some nights, not with regret but with a strange kind of wonder. Lauren was right about one thing. I did need to step up. I was comfortable, maybe too comfortable, but here is what she got wrong. Strength isn't loud. Confidence isn't about bravado or designer suits or laughing loudly at your own jokes. Taking charge doesn't mean making noise. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is stay calm when everything falls apart. Sometimes confidence is knowing your worth without needing to announce it. Last week I ran into Ellen in the parking garage. "Ethan," she called out, "you know what I respect most about you." "What is that?" "When everything went down with Lauren and Tyler, you could have made it a spectacle. You could have been vindictive, but you just kept working. You focused on what mattered. That is real leadership. That is why the board wants you at VP. I thanked her and drove home. I realized something as I pulled into my driveway. I do not feel bitter anymore. I do not feel angry. I just feel free. Lauren needed someone with a strong personality. Turns out I had one all along. I just needed the right circumstances to show it. I needed someone to stop seeing me as comfortable and safe and start seeing me as capable and driven. And she needed to lose me to see it. The difference is by the time she saw it, I had already moved on. Thanks for watching.